Hello everyone, welcome back to Tokyo Dark Remembrance. I don't know why my camera keeps doing that every single time I try to start a live stream these days. New phone. Well, not new phone, but new phone. I'm recording stuff on new problems. Yay. But yeah, we are back for Tokyo Dark. And I intend to be a little more enthusiastic about stuff than the last time we were doing this. Hey, Jedi Duelist, how you doing? So we're picking up right where we left off, and hopefully, now that we're on a completely different timeline, kind of, things will be a little bit different in terms of what we can do. So we do the Butterfly Club. We get an automatic scene transition. And no way. I must say, after that performance, I'm surprised to see you show your face again. Look, you can skip the condensation. I needed information badly and had no leads. Anyway, I heard the news about what happened to you and your partner that night. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Thanks, I didn't figure you to care much about what happened to a cop, all things considered. I mean, you know what? My job, it's true. Police come in here all the time and act like gods. They order drinks, they threaten me, and they feel me up thinking I don't care. My boss tells me the Norrison's happy cops are good for business. Honestly, they're worse than the customers they're supposed to protect us from. This is very familiar. I'm going to keep rolling with it, though. So yeah, all things considered, I don't love the police, but that doesn't make me a robot. Nobody deserves to die alone. If you told your buddies at the station that something terrible like that happened to me, some nobody hostess, do you think they'd give a shit? Oh. Okay. So, I think we were compassionate last time, but this time, according to the notes, we aren't. So we say, no, not about you. And why should they? My lowest point was that night I met you, and all you did was be nasty and sarcastic. You act like the world's against you because of your job, but trust me, that's not it. It's you. All I'm saying is, if you want people to look at you differently and take you seriously, you've got to earn it. Heh. Well, I guess there's no point in trying to change your mind, huh? Seems like you've got me all figured out. Business has been in the toilet as is. So unless you've got something else to beg me for, you can piss off, detective. Oh boy. Okay. Is this a timeline where we alienate everybody? Oh, hello, Detective. I heard about what happened that night after the other police and reporters showed up. I'm real sorry to hear about your partner. I can't even imagine what it's like to lose someone like that. Thanks. Daiso, right? Yeah, that's me. I'm just surprised you remember that, Detective. Excuse me. No need for a detective. I'm not on duty. Ayami's fine. How are things? Did that night hurt your business too? In all honesty, business wasn't really better or worse because of it. If anything, I got a little uptick when the reporters were here. But eventually they left too, just like everyone else. It was always my dream to cook and start a restaurant, but it's been a constant uphill struggle. What's the point? Try something different. You're right, what's the point of trying for people who clearly don't care? With some people, no matter how much you work, it doesn't matter. Daiso, you seem like a nice guy, but this job clearly isn't cutting it or making you happy. The restaurant business is ugly, and if you can't handle the stress, maybe you should try something new. Different career? Are you saying I should be a salaryman in an office somewhere? Gee, I don't know if I could do a job like that. Well, I didn't say that exactly. No, it's okay. No need to apologize. Maybe you're right. I'm not getting any younger. Maybe I should throw in the towel. Hey, it's not all doom and gloom. Maybe there's something else you're good at. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I'll see you around. So, our sanity is in the negative, and hopefully I can actually show it better this time around. Um, mm. Yeah, slightly better this time. I can show you the crazy face. Yeah! So yeah, our sanity is pretty much gone. Ugh, come on. Come on. Whoa. Oh, at least I finally got to show you the crazy face. Alright, so. Warehouse time. Oh, hey, is that detective from the other night? I wonder if she remembers me. That detective is right here and can hear you since she's standing right next to you. Kobayashi. What? How you know my name? It's written on your name tag, kid. Whoa, right on. I guess you gotta be pretty smart to be a detective. Well, I think I'd see you in the flesh again after the other night. You're all over the news. Don't know if you knew that. Yeah, kid, I have a rough idea. Still, you doing, actually, what is it that you do? Clean and do stuff. Sometimes here, sometimes over there. All over the place, really. It's pretty rad. Yeah, can I have, like, that dumpster key back? Someone locked it back up and I haven't emptied it and the boss is trying to get suspicious. Oh, yeah, I don't have it on me, sorry. Seriously? Oh, man, well, thanks anyway, man. Woman. Miss? Oh, that was weird. Slightly different. It's now or never. No more excuses. I need to have a look around and find out what really happened that night. Right. We're about to do that brain puzzle thing again. The stuff feels heavy and scales into the night. I came here looking for Kowski. Doesn't look like much has changed since then. Not sure why I expected anything different. I'm not quite sure why I expected any different dialogue during this part of the game. I know, I'm being cynical. Even if it turns out to be nothing, I should have a look around and see what I can find. I've already come this far after all. You know, it seems like the course of our investigation, the crime scene Rook was brought in. I wish I thought of that. I'm thinking about what I want to do for my next my next game after Tokyo Dark. And part of me wants to do like something really short. Maybe it was a mistake to come here. All that's now is your horrible memories. But I saw Reina, a girl who couldn't possibly be alive in this tunnel. I'm sure of it. Yukimura and the others didn't see what I saw. I have to keep going. There's more to this. Unless I completely rechanged, that's not even a phrase, completely redid my entire streaming schedule from the base, from like the get-go, I couldn't really do a super long game, and again, Tokyo Dark has taken a long time for us. If Rain uses this action, I might be able to find some proof to take to Yukimura. Put his doubts to rest once and for all. I better keep my guard up. These AI summaries, man, they're stupid. Anyway, because I would love to do some more long form game content. I just don't have the time. Wait, hang on. Right. I remember now. It's I got the order wrong. Walk to the right, you'll see 4 flashing lights. You need to press a certain order. The 4th light is first. Left past the ladder. Okay. I think I just got them flipped in my head. Okay, we pick up the photo. Marina, what's this doing there? We leave this behind. And then we do the door, pry it open, put it back to the surface and find a crowbar or something. And then we get our first super hit to the sanity. Shoot, hatches. Yeah. Then. Yeah, I don't think this part is any different. Lights go out, blood prints. We get the Kazuki ghost. Kazuki, somehow I knew I'd find you if I came down here. Don't go, please leave me again. And the cutscene. Ugh. So I just sped read through part of the guide while I was waiting for that cutscene that I couldn't skip. Which is the dream, or are they memories? Not quite sure which is true anymore. The tunnels where Kazuki credits me just seems as real as the walls in this bedroom. Everything is all together. Am I doomed to do this all over again? Good nightmare I can't wake up from. There are things I need to intentionally avoid right now. Where am I? My room? No, I was in a tunnel. It was not so real. It had to be real. Or am I still dreaming? I can't remember getting home. Why can't I remember? What did I do? After the police station, I went to Shinjuku, right? Or did I? It's all bleeding together. I need to rest. We pick up the photo. Oh, what's this? The photo of the tunnel is possible. It can't be. Nightmare illusion. Why can't I remember? Could it have been real? Because he's real. Anyways, so there's no doubt about Reina's already. Maybe you just won't recognize her. Yeah, we keep going through this. It's 90% the same. We have to talk to our cat. And the scene with Yumi, which I believe is the same. The earthquake. We do not take any pills. We're at negative 82 for our sanity right now. We immediately go back to Shinjuku. Go all the way to the warehouse to get the Akihabara location unlocked, and we need to make sure we don't take the coin. Hey, what you doing? I thought you guys only work night, like you were nocturnimals. Did I ever say that thing right throughout any of our playthroughs? I don't know. Oh boy, I'm probably gonna regret this, but have you seen this girl? Whoa, it's some creepy stuff. Like to mark Laura face for revenge and pretty messed up. Yeah, listen, I expected. Shouldn't have bothered you. I'll get going. Whoa. Like, slow down, detective. What you've got there is a genuine pop idol performance photo. Wait, what? You know something about this? You know about this picture? Yup. So, what is it? Well, based on like the lighting and outfits, it looks pretty ancient. I mean, like it might be over 10 years old. If 10 years is ancient, I'm going to ask you, what do you think I am? Anyway, what else can you tell me about the photo? Recognize the stage because about Akihabara. It was probably like based there or whatever. Like this one time, me and my girlfriend were at a concert there, and I think she had the hots for me. So, okay, I get the picture. Akihabara. Well, unless I get again, know your stuff. Yeah, people wisdom full. Yeah, Akihabara location unlocked. Dialogue is fairly identical. Hang on a second. Before we move on, I'm going to do a quick search in the guide for something. Find in page. That's weird. In none of the playthroughs do I pick up the coin from the floor according to the guide. I'm gonna event. If I was like a real massive completionist, at some point I'd do like another playthrough. Just figuring out all of the stuff going against the guide. Maybe. And that feels like work. I don't want my games to start feeling like work. Anyway, override memory 1 again. Okay. We're gonna be a bit wacky on this playthrough, apparently. We need to go to the arcade first. This is the arcade. Yep. We talked to Moika, asking about the photo. Hey. Waiting for someone to sell. Alright, I'll cut to the chase. Can you tell me anything about this photo? Oh, what decade is that dress from? Wait, glow sticks? This is some idol thing, is it? If you're from some modeling agency or whatever, I can tell you right now, there's no way I'll wear that kind of gothic Lolita stuff. No, it's nothing like that. I'm an investigator of sorts. I'm less interested in the fashion or about the girl herself. How should I know? Idle stuff is so boring. You're like the investigators on TV. Did the girl she was some guy's wife or something? It's so exciting. Knowing what you know what you should do. You should totally ask the collector about the photo. What kind of collector? Yeah, the dialogue is, I think, completely identical from the first time around. So, as much as I hate using that skip button, we use the skip button. Does that mean I'm actually no longer enjoying the game? Problem. Maid Cafe. Maid Cafe? Where's the... Right, Maid Cafe. I'm not going to voice act this part again. I'm going to click the Skippy button. Apparently, we still have to order the pancakes. Which we've done previously. Yeah, we... Huh? Right, enter the cat cafe. Hello, my name is Edith. You might ask you a few questions. Health inspector. Excuse me, they have a lot of our depth here. Sorry, but I'm getting a little too friendly sometimes. Hello there, little one. What's your name? That's Tony. You might not want to touch him right now. He's a little sick. He's been making some messes, you know what I mean, out of both hands because he was very concerned to look at this way. I can't figure out. Yeah, I'm 90% sure it's all the same dialogue for now. But we're going to get into some stuff that's very different soon. I think that shrine stuff was the same as previous. Okay, so we re-enter the cat cafe. Ask about the collector. About the collector you mentioned. The cat breeder? Yeah, sure, but now's not a good time. Timo keeps throwing up and pooping a lot. I'm worried he might be really sick. I don't know what to do. When did all this start? Yesterday, but his tummy seemed a little upset, so I didn't think too much about it. But this afternoon, he goes straight to him. Explode, if you catch my drift. Sorry. I don't get it, though. Nothing in his diet has changed. That does sound odd. What does he normally eat? Oh, you know the usual stuff. Just sashimi. Mostly. Sashimi, you're joking, right? I'm bumbling my own way that I want to do things. Is it me? Am I frustrated and done with this game? I don't know. Part of me wants to think I am mentally done with part of this game. But I know there's some wild stuff in here that I want to explore. Of course not. Why would I joke about that? You can't feed a cat sashimi. Of course you can. The wild cats catch fish, right? Out of the streams. Same thing. It's not exactly the same. I have a cat and the store-bought foods, the extra vitamins and minerals added, and yeah. Yeah, okay. This dialogue portion is still the same. Only trying to help. That's alright. Your cats do seem pretty healthy. Was there anything different about today's lunch order? Now that you mention it, I usually order only one box. The past few days I received 2 boxes. Think about anything until you mention, oh, what do I do? What do I do? You don't seem busy. Why don't I seem busy? I am busy. I am very busy. Do I have a face that seems, please give me errands? Well, no, but your fellow cat lover, you seem so nice. It would only take a second to go talk to Sochi, honestly. But I can't leave. I would, but I can't leave the store. Can't even think straight about the cat collector or anything else until it's FYI. Please go talk to him. We force her to give us information on this. No, errands. I don't have time for this. You sit here feeding your cats street vendor fish and then are shocked when they get sick? Hey, what's with you all of a sudden? Maybe I didn't make myself really clear. Acting about the collector wasn't an offer to trade. It wasn't a request. Like I said, I've got my hands full and you seem like you're a cat lover, so... So what? So I have to clean up after your messes for you? Okay, so this is the... Ito is an asshole timeline. I kind of like it. No, I don't. I hate it completely. I'm lying to you. No, I didn't say that. I'm investigating the disappearance of someone close to me. Maybe a murder. It's a bit more important than sick cats. What? And you think the cat collector is involved? Are you crazy? Look, if it's that serious, I'll just tell you, please, don't make a scene in front of my customers. One day a few years back, I was looking for a rare Balinese kitten to bring more customers into the shop, but I was convinced there wasn't one in Tokyo. Then, out of the blue, I get an email from the collector saying she's got the breed, so I go down to her shop with some money, only she didn't want money, she wanted panda. She wanted a panda? If you don't want to tell me the truth, I'm not lying. Panda was the name of a cat I had. He was nothing special, just an old mixed breed who moved with me to Tokyo. But Panda was old and his health was getting worse. The collector said she'd take care of him, give him the best medical care, feed him the best food. I'd get my new Balinese kitten, and in exchange, Panda would live out his final days in total comfort. This part is... I think this portion's identical to the past timeline. Could be wrong. I thought it was the right thing to do, but Panda was family. How could I have given him up like that? When I tried going back to exchange the kitten, the 3 cranes outside her shop were gone and I never saw her or Panda again. I miss him so much. There, that's everything I remember. Happy now? Remembering Panda is always so hard. Look, if you don't need anything else from me, I still need to deal with Tomo and my customers. Please leave. Oh, no. Yeah, the Ito's a jerk timeline kinda sucks. Yeah, all that's the same. We ask, can I help? So kind of maybe I should talk to you. Wait here a moment. Yeah, the plush portion is the same. We do get a point added to professionalism for listening to this. We insist on the information, and that's new dialogue. I'm sure the loss of Samuel is really difficult, but it's really important that you tell you about this collector. Sorry, mistress. But like I said, I don't think she'll be of much use to you like this. This is too important. Mina, you need to tell me about the collector. Ayami-nyan, where's all this hostility coming from? Don't make me ask you to leave. -1 to professionalism. Push aggressively for information. That is an incredibly harsh line. I'm not going to do voice acting for it. Please tell me about the collector, or I can make your life a whole lot worse than losing some damn teddy bear. You follow me? I don't like the Ito is an asshole timeline anymore. I'll admit, a little uncomfortable. Well, do you? Stop, I'll tell you. See, that wasn't so hard. What do you know about this collector? I heard she studied fashion design in France and then came to Japan. She knows everything there is to know about occupy fashion. She designed the maid costume I have on right now. All she wanted in return was the scruffy old one that I had made myself. It was amazing, an amazing deal. Yeah, this part of the dialogue is identical to the last playthrough. How did you arrange a meeting with her? Why would you want to meet her anyway? I don't... I spent a lot of time outside here, mounting the cafe and things like that. Well, sometimes I noticed the signs would flicker. The images on them would change. Okay, there was one difference when Mina was nervous about Ayami. Okay. Don't look at me like that. It's true. I swear, she shows you what you want on the sign, like an invitation to trade. And then when there's 3 crates outside her shop, you see her. Do you expect me to believe a story like that? I've heard the rumor too. Supposedly, she hired a computer whiz type to give her control over some of the signs around here. I think the other shop owners here don't mind because it only happens occasionally. Am I missing something here? How does she know what you want? She's some reclusive fashion designer, right? I bet she's got webcams everywhere so she can see what the girls are wearing and try to bait them in. It's only a small group of people who know the rumors anyway, so it's almost like subliminal advertising. Mina, what's wrong? No, it's not like that. It's not like what? This dress, the one that she made for me, it was exactly what I wanted, down to the last detail. Everyone assumed I had a commission, but I never told anyone the truth because I was scared. Mina, you've said enough. Please leave. I don't know who you are, but thinking you could just threaten people with what to get what you want, but I don't think it was to get you very far. You sometimes have people around who will help escort customers out, but I don't want to call them. Just go. Oh no. Am I gonna have a playthrough with negative investigation almost the entire time? I don't think I like this playthrough anymore. I'm gonna keep going though. We go back to the arcade. Oh. Okay, so this is a version of the events where we continue to bully. Oh, again, this was the friend I heard about, Akane, right? Yeah, but if you open your eyes for literally 2 seconds, you see we're a little busy right now. Go away. I think I'm gonna dial back the voice acting for this playthrough. We push for information. Look, I don't think you understand how important it is that you tell me what I need to know. You think just because you say that you're some sort of investigator, that you're so much more important than us? No, but I don't have time for teen angst right now. What's it gonna take? Name your price. Price? You think you can just buy us out? Fine, but I don't come cheap. Maybe we can start it off at 100,000 yen and go from there? Hey, Zenaku, how you doing? Stop, it doesn't matter. Just make her leave. Fine, tell you what. Maybe you can do something for us. Akane is having some trouble with one of her customers. Customers? Don't look at her like that. It's not what you think. I work at one of the JK cafes around here. They want high school girls in uniforms to serve food and play games and stuff. Nothing weird. Usually the customers want to hold my hand or pretend to be my teacher. Sometimes they buy me things. It's harmless. It doesn't bother you that these customers who want to hold your hand are mostly middle-aged men? Hey, you don't know her. Don't act all high and mighty just because you're older. Zen, are you trying to correct me when I'm trying to get through this game? Honestly, I don't mind either way. Anyway. Oh, is my audio cutting out? That's a problem. Well, that's going to be awkward when I do the re-upload. It's fine. I'll just make a note of it. But then again, I have played this scene before, technically. Anyway, it's better than working at some shitty restaurant or a convenience store. Fine, you're right, but obviously something isn't working out if she's crying like that. I already told you, one of our clients is an asshole. Akane, right? Why don't you tell me what happened? I don't get him. He was nice to me, but then I said I wouldn't go into this dirty sewer with him, and he just snapped. He threatened me and told me I was an ugly little girl. Wait, did you say he tried to get you to go into a sewer? He's just a fat, disgusting old pervert. I never want to see him again. He was so nice before and would hold my hand and tell me how pretty I was. Why would he say all those things just because I wouldn't go with him? Fat old pervert who goes into sewers? Yep, there's no doubt about who that is. You know him? Make him stay away from Akane. In fact, make him stay the hell out of Akihabara. You said you wanted to know about the collector, right? That's the price. Make it so me and Akane never have to see his fat, pervert face again, and we'll tell you everything you want to know. Do we have a deal? We continue to lose our professionalism. Here's some free advice. If you don't want to be bothered by perverts, don't go on dates with them. I don't have time to run errands for you. That's not how this is going to work. If you really know the guy, get rid of him. Otherwise, we're not telling you anything. We're forced to do it anyway. That's gonna be wild. We're gonna enter another timed response section very soon. Ah, crap. You know you're bad for business. Don't worry, I'm not planning on staying long. Where's Godo? Godo, you sweet on all of a sudden now? I'm not messing around. You seen him? Yeah, I saw him outside the bar 15 minutes ago. Where was he heading? Why do you think? Towards his favorite love spot was some little thing in tow. Believe it or not, I didn't think to follow him beyond that. Better be quick with all you cops hovering around. I doubt he'll stay there for long. I think that was also the same. Okay, so we are about to go down the crazy hole. And this is going to lead us to... Let me see what we have now. We're at negative 83. If I have missed something in the guide, we're going to be screwed soon. Got any idea the crazy hole you'll meet Dark Hole Dragon? I mean, you're not wrong, but you're also terribly wrong for a couple of reasons. Oh, if you're my favorite detective, I suppose I should thank you. Ever since that night, this place has gotten more of a dangerous appeal. Detective? You called the cops? I'm getting out of here, you creep. Bitch was a prude anyway. Would barely let me touch her. You're not a prude though, are you? Now that we're alone, why don't we start from where we left off? No. We're gonna shoot you. Yeah, spoiler alert, we're gonna shoot this guy. Don't look at me like that. She's 16, all that's to know what she wants. As adults, we can do whatever we want, right? The sewer. Another standoff. It felt so familiar. We shoot him. -10 to sanity. Goto's eyes went wide as I leveled the gun. Never had it occurred to him that this might happen. His whole life he'd walked around like a king, abusing girls. Because he felt it was right. Okay, Zen, that's funny. Heavy will lay ammunition in your mouth. Yes, indeed. Good old TF2. I made sure he never hurt anyone again. When I came to, I saw Goto's body. The blood around him had already darkened, his corpse cold. Okay. I've actually never been big on TF2. We throw the body into the well. I managed to drag Goto to the edge of the well, and with a final grunt, I pushed him in, his body making a sickening crunch on the stone below. Okay. Oh, shit. We have completely fucked up. Because our sanity is at 100 now. -100, that is. I think we're about to instantly get to a bad ending. Which means I clearly missed something. Hey, Eternal, how you doing? We go back to Akihabara. And we will overwrite memory 1. Because according to my guide, our sanity should be at -98, not a full -100. We click Goto's gone. Oh, you're back. You don't look so good. I'm fine. Goto won't give you any more trouble. Seriously? How do you convince him to stop? It doesn't matter. Forget him. Geez, remind me not to get on your bad side. I guess we owe you, huh? Not if you hold up your end of the deal. Tell me everything you know about this collector. He knows everything, so I've got this theory right. I think he's some sort of hacker, shutting himself in his room all day in, day out. Yeah, this is identical to playthrough 1. Yeah, it's the same conversation about the photo from playthrough 1. Even though we have technically maxed out our insanity, we are gonna keep trying to progress as normal. I'm just nervous that we totally screwed this up. The details are always hazy in a dream. All of a sudden, the face of a person you were talking to changes, or you might go from being in your old elementary school to the street with your favorite bar in the blink of an eye. But in the dream, it doesn't matter. There's no logic because it's a dream. It's a world that has its own rules, and you accept them without thinking about why. It's only when you wake up that you realize all the little details were so wrong. How did I not see it the first time I was here? Nothing here makes sense because the dark doesn't follow our rules. Look around you. Interesting, isn't it, the way the mind twists itself into knots to see what it desires? I know this place. I remember this conversation. You, everything? What should I call you? Collector never really made much sense to me. Call me whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I've never had a need for a name. I must say, Detective, you seem remarkably lucid. How many times have we had this conversation before, I wonder? I'm not sure. What's happening to me? Have I gone back? I did say we'd meet again, but what you said would be impossible. The world has rules, after all. You did not go back, you simply come here again, and in doing so, you have finally paid back your debt to me in full. I'm grateful, really, I am. You did not disappoint. Only now I know how you want this to play out. This time, there'll be no questions, no getting into my head. You won't trick me again. Trick you? How did I trick you, Detective? Whatever this is, the reason I'm experiencing this again has to do with you, doesn't it? You're mistaken. I don't have that kind of power. I've only ever tried to help you. You came to me seeking your precious Tanaka, the truth, and a girl whom you pitied and hated in equal measure. I gave you a path to all of them. Understanding the trauma of a young girl's mind gave you the lens necessary to see the dark's shape. The mask, as I instructed you, was a tool to find your lost Tanaka. No tricks. I think I figured out what happened. Because I skipped the pancake scene, I may have missed a trigger. And if that's the case, oops. You neglected to mention certain details. They were unnecessary for your progress. It isn't fair. I feel like I'm trapped in my own body, watching myself make the same mistakes all over again. Every time I think I've remembered the past and see a way out, it slips away and I go back to the same path I've already been on. I'm afraid the human mind is ill-equipped for such memories. It changes nothing. Every action, every reaction, has already been decided for you. The universe, the flow of time, or puppet masters, whatever you wish to call them, have scripted your choices before you even existed. Frustrating, isn't it? One way or another, this has to end. I see. I see. A typical response, and a boring one. Why must everything be tidily arranged into a beginning, middle, and end? I think you're seeing it incorrectly. Resisting the flow and coming back to me is no failure. No, quite the opposite. You must understand there is no right choice that will grant you an escape. All options available to you are merely dissonant muddling of the melody of a song that is already played. Continuing to resist the inevitable final notes is a truly unique talent, an opportunity not many possess. There are no happy endings, Detective. There are only two possibilities. Resist or become a slave to your destiny. A slave? What are you talking about? The common guy had noble goals, but by containing the corruption of the divine, they let it breed. And the dark has been without a true master for some time. As you know. For now, anyway. Something is coming. Whew. Doing that voice always, it's a little hard on the throat. But it's still one of my 3 favorite voices to do. The dark? Whatever's coming. None of it has anything to do with me. Exactly. Why submit to a fate that you are not invested in? Your exposure to the mask. An item wrought of the same energy as the door. It's freed you to new possibilities. Can't you see? Tell me, as I've always been curious, how does it feel to remember another version of yourself? Does that Ayami Ito feel like a different person? What if that person is more you than you? I think I said it before in the previous playthrough that I did when we got to the scene. That line is such a cold line that would be perfect in a D&D campaign. No, it's not like that. There's only one me, even if... This is absurd, all of it. Sometimes I wonder if there's an Ayami out there who never found the mask and shot a girl in Kamakura. An Ayami who's happy. Somehow I doubt it. One way or another, the mask ends up with you, and the girl's fate intertwines with yours. You said it yourself. I should resist. What's the point if it's inevitable? What's the point? Lifetimes ago, I met another like you. Like you, she was bound to a fate she did not choose. But unlike you, she accepted it. Hatred consumed her, and it drove her mad. She lost her humanity. I've devoted my time to understanding your kind. To understanding how these... You know, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Moving on. My advice is this. Resist. Follow the flow back to me again. Spend a few final moments as Ayami Ito before you are consumed. I'll make my own path. I don't need you to tell me how to do it. We shall see. I hope we meet again. The air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy, as if I had stayed longer, it might have been suffocated me. During the time I was there, Akihabara faded away into a distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hand up to shield my eyes from the sunlight, and listened to the people on the street. Our conversation seemed so pointless. Part of what I no longer belonged to. Excuse me. How unprofessional. Ouch. Ugh. Ugh. I'm sorry. What is wrong with me? Ugh. Ugh. Drinking some more of my Gatorade did not help in the slightest. Ugh. Okay. We got the puzzle piece. Okay. The busy sounds of the street swept the cobwebs from my mind, forcing me to remember everything I told the collector and everything he possibly knew. I told him so much, but did I have a choice? Maybe he was right and I was a puppet after all. Ugh. Doing the voice no longer feels right after that coughing session. What the hell? How you doing, Zane? At that moment, it didn't matter. The dark and the mask both belonged to a world I was now a part of. Normal methods of investigation wouldn't lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed down to two, and I had no choice but to march forward toward the leads I'd been given. I left Akahara behind, and the one thing bothered me, how else did the collector know so much about me? Was it really so easy to read? Did much time to dwell on it, Kazuki and freedom with the dark, that much had been confirmed, and now I had means, however impossible, to find them. Two paths, mask and the dark, both necessary, and I had to make a choice of which to follow first. Just after the challenge in Takiya's red light district, head back to Kamakura and visit the girl I nearly got killed. Neither seemed very appealing. My logical side didn't understand how either would help, but as everything around me cracked and crumbled away, logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose. Or maybe something would choose for me. That's leaning on the fourth wall! Did I make that joke previously? I don't remember. We are going to Kabuchiko. Overwrite memory 1. Give the cloud dimension intelligence with of Omega here in Kabuchiko with ties to Reina. Give me a second. So I may be screwed. And I won't know until we get to almost the complete end of the game. It gives me an idea. But regardless, we're going to keep going until we get to the insanity ending. At the very least, try to. But not all in one go, obviously. I was speed reading the guide and I zoned out. Collector mentioned an agency, but of Omega here in Kabuchi would ties to Arena. Unless there's a big sign advertising highly Dale and you to ask around to find it. I apologize once again, by the way. Alright. Club. Go all the way. Man with the briefcase. It's the same dialogue. So we're going to speed our way through it. But we refuse. Take a few steps back, creep. You think I'll go anywhere with you? Yeah, I think you will. Sorry if we were a little too polite before. I wasn't asking your permission. Forcing me would be a big mistake. Oh yeah? How'd you figure? Look around, you think it... Ugh, ouch, again. Look around, you think anyone's gonna help you? Promise you this much, people see us escorting you out of here, and they'll look the other way. Hell, I could probably break in those right now, and they then order a drink, and the bartender will bring me that drink before he even dreamed of wiping the blood off the floor. Not that I'm threatening you, you understand? Of course not. We wouldn't want you to feel like you're in danger. Now let's go. I think the refusal dialogue was new. I could be wrong. Welcome, come in. I'm 90% sure we have almost all of this as identical dialogue coming up. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kasumi Mifune. I appreciate you coming by to talk. Your thugs didn't give me much of a choice. The hell you think you calling me a thug? What businessman, you got that? No, alright, I got it alright, but I don't think that dressing in a suit makes you any less of a thug. Say another wood you cut, bitch. Enough. You said I wrote to make you wish you had. Now get out, both of you. Yes, boss. My apologies. The quality of help you can find these days isn't quite up to the standard that it was in my father's time. Wild dogs are difficult to train, but they'll come around even if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can I get you a drink? Whiskey on the rocks. Someone get her a glass and one for me as well. Why don't we skip the small talk and you tell me why I'm here? Seems like you're one who doesn't like to waste time. Good, as luck has it, neither am I. Let's get right to it. A short while ago, a couple of my men downstairs ran up to tell me that a cop had walked past my bar and into one of my nightclubs. Then I hear you've been sniffing around asking me about one of my investments. Investments? You mean Omega? Yeah, I think this part's the same. Smart girl, tell me, Ayamida, why is a cop around here asking questions like that? More curious, not just any cop, but a publicly shamed cop on leave. A shaking cop is a history of, how do they say it? Ah, yes, a history of psychotic episodes. How do you know about all that? We all have friends in Detective Ito, and when detectives are wandering around my part of the city, my friends tell me everything I want to know. Honestly, you don't seem all that crazy to me. As to why you're after Omega, let's say you've piqued my interest. Sorry, look at us. You said no small talk, and here we are off in the bushes somewhere. Let's get back on track, shall we? As you're not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say that no one will knows you're here, correct? No, I suppose they don't. In your position, I might try to lie, but I appreciate the honesty. It was a rhetorical question anyway. For a fact, there's no one coming for you. So I know for a fact there's no one coming for you. What is wrong with me? Ow. Funny, you don't strike me as the stupid type, yet you've willingly entered a den of vipers. If you valued your neck to stand on your shoulders, surely you wouldn't do something so reckless. You can skip the threats, but if you wanted to do something to me, you'd have done it already. Plus, you're smart enough to know not to hurt a cop, even one in my position. Good. I like you. Given your prickly demeanor, I doubt you're working with, working with my competitors, and you're definitely not here for one of your police buddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know, except that you want to know about Omega. I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Reina. I was told she was involved with the agency somehow. I want to know what happened to her. How very noble of you. Figuring out that might be a bit difficult, as I'm afraid Omega is an extremely recent acquisition. You'll have to talk to its president and former owner, a man named Higashi. Yeah, I've been through the Higashi segment so many times now, it's always disturbing. That's what happens. That makes two of us who like to have a word with him. Like peas in a pod, us two. Unfortunately, when he handed over the business, he came a bit, how should I put it, forgetful about his outstanding debts to us. And the poor thing is so scared of me that he's ignoring all my calls, probably thinking I'll do something awful to him if I find him. I can't imagine how he'd get that idea, can you? Maybe he'd prefer talking to a police officer instead of me. I'm not some great recruit. I know how this works by now. What's the catch? You never tell me where he is and then send me on my way for nothing. Of course I wouldn't. You'll have to prove that you can be trusted first. There is someone else I need to talk to. A bit of a softer target than Higashi. A pretty good deal, right? Even everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job. The just one job line. Oh, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You'll agree eventually, so why fight it? I know a lot about you. Top of your class, one of the best detectives on the force. You wouldn't let something as pesky as morals get in the way of good information, would you? I've heard about you too, Kasumi Mifune. More accurately, I heard a lot about your father. As you should. My father was a good man. It's not surprising you know more about him than me. That'll change soon enough. I won't be a footnote in his story much longer. My father always undervalued the power of information, but I really get to know the people I associate with. You, for instance. Everything you've done paints the picture of someone who's very determined and very desperate to find this girl of yours. Don't let people tell you otherwise, Detective. I think those traits are a wonderful combination. I just had an idea. So, I'll play through to the insanity ending, and then we'll go on a tiny hiatus from Tokyo Dark while I completely replay playthrough 2 on my own downtime to get to the point where I would suppose to, and make sure I followed the guide correctly, because honestly, with how I've handled playthrough 2, I know for a fact I was very what's the phrase? I wasn't doing my best job at making sure I was following everything to the letter, so I'll figure something out. But regardless, let's keep going as soon as I drink more Gatorade. However, it also means you don't have a whole lot of bargaining power right now. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You can go home and quietly overdose on whatever medication that they've got you taking instead. Always hated that line, especially considering that's the end, one of the endings we had to get. Furthermore, I could just refuse your request altogether, but that'd be so boring. We both need something, so let's help each other. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about little Higashi. As I was saying, like him, there's another business owner in Akihabara who is unfortunately behind on their payments as well. Such a shame, too. I really wanted a straightforward relationship with this one. See, I help you out with a few things in exchange. She kicks back a little of her business. Sometimes we send over new contracts to renegotiate the terms of our mutually beneficial relationship. Sadly, she's neglected to sign the newest one. I'm a cop, not some Yakuza debt collector. Do it yourself. Suspended cop. You can't parade your badge around here as proof that you're some white knight anymore. Due to the recent transition of power, I can't do it myself. Just this minute, the dogs at Tokyo Police Headquarters start panting whenever me or any of my men are seen outside of Kabuchiko. I'm not asking you to club someone's head in. I'm only asking you to give them a friendly reminder to keep up to date on their paperwork. Easy, right? Here, take it. Do this for me and I'll feel a lot more comfortable giving out information about Omega. Also, I remind you that thanks to your impending review, it would be unseemly if it got out that you were meeting with the Yakuza, wouldn't it? Blackmail, huh? That's such an ugly word, and here I thought we were becoming friends. No. I'm just stating the facts of the situation. I'm feeling a little congested all of a sudden. Well, not all of a sudden. I think I know what's causing it. But anyway. That business you're going to is a cat cafe in Akihabara. Kazu can give you the address on the way out. Wait, a cat cafe or what? A cat cafe? What else would it be? Well, a cat cafe or a cat-made cafe. You know what? This bit never gets old. What? Are we talking about cats or people dressed like cats, because a freaking cat cafe, actual cats, adorable, fluffy, precious cats. Why the hell would I invest in some stupid maid cafe? Cats! Normal cats. Damn it, now I'm all worked up. Look, get that goddamn contract signed and we'll talk. You know, the AI summary in this game is just awful. Not this game, the AI summary on TikTok. I will have a permanent vendetta against the AI summary, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. Automatically go to Akihabara. We have to be aggressive. As much as I don't like it. What, you again? I already told you everything I know. Besides, Tomo's still sick and I have to deal with customers, too. Tomo, stop it, get down. As if I didn't have enough problems. I've always found cats to be a good judge of character. Maybe I should listen to Tomo. Because I was certainly wrong about you. Listen, about before. I really don't like what we're about to do. Part of me wonders what would happen in a different version of events, where I play nice with the contract on this timeline, if it's possible, and give a very sick cat to Kasumi, because that would be funny. I'm just speculating. Save it. You needed help from me, but it wasn't worth helping me in exchange. Why are you here anyway? I need you to sign this. Sign? Sign what? No, it can't be. You work for Kasumi? It's not like that. You come in here holding the same contract you showed me 2 days ago and tell me to sign it? What does that sound like to you? Exactly. Yeah. I'm uncomfortable again. Yeah, I know what it sounds like, but I'm telling you, I don't work for her. Then you don't care about me or the cats. That's even worse. Please don't make me sign. Please, you have to help me. The amount of money they've asked for is out of hand. I'm doing well for now, but if they get their way, I'll go out of business. You have to tell Kasumi. Please? Tell her that if this place closes, then all these cats, there'll be no place for them to go. The poor kitties. They'd be put down. I can't support them myself. I don't think animal services would let me keep them. I couldn't live with myself if that happened. I'm begging you, Ito. Don't do this. We don't have an alternative option. Is it because of our negative professionalism? I think it is. That's it? That's all you're going to say? I don't have time for this. Just sign it. Don't have time? This is my life. Do you even realize what you're doing? If I sign it, all of these guys will be homeless or worse. Yes, Aaron, I do have Pokemons. Just the Eevees. I'll lose them all. Next time, try a business that doesn't require the mob's help. If you don't sign it for me, Someone worse is going to come next, and your cats will be even more danger than they are now. Yeah, I've had them as part of the stream setup for almost a year. No, wait, over a year. I built them during the first quote-unquote TikTok ban when all of us had trouble going live. Give me that. There, fine, it's signed. Are you happy now? No one cares about me. They only care about themselves. But remember, it's not just me you're hurting. It's the cats, too. That's on your conscience now. Get out. Go and never come back here. Yeah, that one was hard to get through. But hey, we needed that particular timeline for the not making any friends stuff. Excellent. I knew you could be counted on. We're not so different, you and I. I have a feeling there are many ways we can help each other. If your hearing doesn't go as planned, come find me. Better yet, if your hearing does go well, I could always use a few more friends in the department. Now that this business is behind us, remind me again what you were after. I wanted to speak with Omega's company's president, Higashi, about a girl who signed with his agency. That's right, our missing agency president in one of his many projects. What a despicable little man. I'll tell you now, I had no problem taking control of the business from him. I left him as president to keep a few of his clients happy, a decision I regret now. Where is he? Unfortunately, I'm just as in the dark as about as where he disappeared as to you are, I'm afraid. A deal's a deal, though. While you were out, I got the address of one of his old hideouts, and the code to get in. I can't guarantee I'll find anything there, but I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I know. You haven't sent one of your stooges to check it out for you? Stooges? I like you, but don't push it. As I said earlier, me and my men can't afford to be spotted right now, especially in an area getting so much special attention. Special attention? Doesn't Cappuccino get enough attention on its own? Cappuccino is what it is, but this isn't Cappuccino. This particular spot got its reputation, and subsequently, its extra police patrols a bit more recently. In fact, I hear there's still an ongoing investigation there. I understand you'd be intimately familiar with that area and the incident that happened there. My condolences on the loss of your partner, Detective Tanaka, by the way. All the papers are rushing to make you out to be incompetent, or worse yet, some sort of psychotic killer. Maddening, isn't it? My friends at the police headquarters say that you two were close. That's no way to lose someone you love. I suppose it's not too much to ask what really happened. Was there really someone there that night? Thanks for the condolences, but what happened that night isn't something I want to discuss right now. Suit yourself. Let's change the subject back to Higashi. It took a bit of digging to find that address. Seems he was keeping a second hideout in Shinjuku under a fake name. Now that we know where it is, he probably knows we do. I highly doubt he'd be stupid enough to stay holed up in it. But I also doubt he'd be smart enough to completely clear the place out before he left town either. There's probably something in there that will lead us right to him. Get what you want, then let Kazu know where the slime is so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away out of his head. The code to the door is 11235, which is Fibonacci. I don't know if I placed... Put those two little factoids together in a previous run. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I could be right. I don't know. Anyway. Excuse me. It's the only keypad lock on the street. You can't miss it for what it's worth. I wish you good luck finding your little girl. But remember, you can't save them all, Ayami Ito. Alright. I think what we'll do... Because it's almost 10 p.m. where I am. We will rush our way through this part. Huh, it worked. Looks like Kasumi's tip wasn't a lie. Because remember, I hate this segment. Yeah, our sanity can't get any lower than this. I really hate this entire segment. We're just gonna speed through this entire as much as possible because again, I hate this entire segment. And I don't care enough if things got if things are different. The newspaper article. Yeah, I hate this. I hate that entire segment. Uh we're going to I feel sick. Yeah. That entire segment makes me feel sick. So I rushed through it. Don't care enough. Sorry, folks. We are now going to Kamakura. Ever since the day in the shrine, I was scared of this place. Some of the controllers that no one giving me getting hurt. Thanks, lost control of the girl and I nearly killed another. Yep, all the same. All the same. And you know what? We've been here for just over an hour and 20 minutes. And like I said, it's just after 10 p.m. here. Even though I would love to brute force my way through some more of this game tonight, I need to make a note to myself about the hiccup in the game. Luckily for me, that will be easy enough to do. But yeah, I'm going to need to call it a night here. And we will get back to this soon, hopefully. Yeah. And we'll figure out if I screwed up. So, until next time, I will see you for more Tokyo Dark.